Welcome to the garage. As you can see, we have the fire crackling, and it's 38 degrees outside. It's supposed to be like 24 in the morning. And tonight we're going to insulate at least one garage door. This garage has two doors, one on the front, one on the back. And I'm going to show you how to insulate your garage door. It's super easy and super cheap. All right, surface temperatures in the garage right now are about 64 degrees. If I come over here to the garage door, the garage door itself is 52, 54. Just depends on where you land. Of course, it's going to be colder towards the floor. And the floor by the door should be colder. Anyway, you get the point. These garage doors are not insulated. We bought cheaper doors. Insulated garage doors are very expensive, but insulating them is super easy. So basically what we bought, I've done one of these before on our house. I've already done the house door. So you can buy these insulation boards at Lowe's. That is the closest home improvement store next to us or close to us. Now these are 3/4 inch. The other door I did 1 inch. 1 inch would be better, but they were out of 1 inch boards. So I wasn't going back. I got the 3/4 inch, and that's what we're going to go with. So 3/4 inch boards, and you're going to need some foil tape. So I'm going to get everything set up. These are going to be individual panels. So you're going to measure, cut, put the panel in, tape around it, move to the next, and so forth and so on. So I think the one that I did in the house took a couple hours. That was the first one I did had ever done. So I had to kind of figure it out as I went. This one should go faster. And so let me get set up. So these insulation boards are 4x8, which is like a sheet of plywood. Think of it as a sheet of plywood. The width of our inside here is going to be 47 inches. Technically those boards, I don't know if they're 47.5 or actually 48. So I'm going to be cutting at least an inch, maybe ½ inch off the width. And on the height, if you stick that up in there all the way, come down here, we're going to be, we'll figure 20, maybe a little over 20 high, because you got to leave some room to work the insulation in that inner area without destroying it. So I might cut these at 20. Let me do the first one at 20.5. So let's do 20.5. So 20.5 wide, I'm sorry, tall, 20.5 tall, and we need to be 47 wide. All right, so we know we need to be 20.5 tall. So I'm going to take the tape measure, lay on here. I'm going to mark 20.5. And I'm going to have to come over there. All right, excuse you. And I'm going to mark 20.5. I'm going to come back with straight edge. This is moving because I've got it, part of it on a table and part of it on a chair. So basically you're going to line up your marks and as accurate as we can be, draw a line. And what's this line going to do for us? That's our cut line. So once we have it marked, I have no idea where I got this knife, but it's pretty sharp. And we're going to start cutting. It's that easy. So this doesn't have to be perfect as long as you're close. All right, so we know that we have to take 1 inch off. These are 48 wide. So let's mark 1 inch and 1 inch. Oh, you still need that. Make another line. This is another cut line. As long as it's close, doesn't have to be perfect. And this is our width adjustment. Sorry, you're way over there. So this is where we're going to adjust the width. So a really sharp knife helps because it cuts super easy. All right, so let's go over here and start trying to fit it in. Let's see if we did any good. Now this will bend to some. What I'm going to do is try to shove that in, back in there. You're going to hear some cracking and popping, and that's okay. It's not going to hurt a thing. So that 48 inches might have been just a touch too wide. So here's panel number 1. It's just a touch wide, but you know what? I'm not taking it out of there. So anyway, there's panel number 1. And what I'll do is take the foil tape, and I'll come back with the foil tape around this. I'm gonna seal that off. The foil tape may be optional, it's up to you. So anyway, I'm gonna move to the next panel and we'll go from there. This might be a good time to show you how the foil tape. It's super thin, super sticky. It literally tears right off, super easy. And like this broken spot, I'll put this here. Gone. Nobody would ever know. Well, maybe they would, but I really don't care. So this spot up here, just to keep this other part from peeling, if it even matters. I don't even know if it matters. I'll put another spot up here just to kind of hold that outer stuff in place. There we go. So the foil tape is super simple and hides a lot of mistakes. So let's take this off. That spot's gonna, and once you get to a certain point, it's gonna peel off. Kind of like that. This has a pretty bad crease. I'll put a little bit right here. It's kind of like a Bob Ross creation, you know. You just put a happy little tree right here. Nobody will ever notice. So anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to continue on. I've got Theo Von playing in the background, and I can't play that and record this too. I'll get flagged for copyright stuff. So I'm going to kind of let this record, and I'll put it on time lapse, and off we go. All right, so here's where I'm at. Apparently I forgot to hit the record button after that last clip. So I went ahead and put one piece of foil tape on here. You can see how that works. Didn't squish that down enough right there. So anyway, this sticks really well to the door and to the insulation. And just kind of seals that up. And what I'll do is just go around every rectangle on the door once I get it all in. So that's where we're at. Okay, so here's where I'm at so far. These 4 panels are taped. Again, the tape is totally optional. I'm mainly putting that in just to keep these from moving around when the door's up. I don't think they would fall out because you can see what it took to push them in there. The tape's not going to be perfect, so if you're the OCD type and things have to be beautiful and perfect, man, it's not going to happen. And you're going to have some waste because you're going to make mistakes when you start, and that's okay. So anyway, this is where we're at, and I'm going to continue. This was one panel. This is what I've got left out of that one panel. And this is Ruby. Say hi, Ruby. Say hi, Ruby. So anyway, that's what I got left out of one panel. So one more panel, we'll finish this one out, and I'll show you the results. So just like I mentioned earlier, stuff's going to happen. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't understand. Progress update. I've lost my knife. I don't have a clue. All right, so what I have found to work the best is when you start putting this in, is to put the top in and bend it outwards towards you and work the bottom in. And then you can kind of shove the bottom in, and it may snap and crackle along the way, but it's going to be fine. So I also need to shove this to the right, get it tucked back in, and that'll help as well. So anyway, I'm going to put this last piece in, and we're going to tape. Okay, we're done. So taping will take longer than actually cutting and installing the panels. if you choose to tape them. You know, there's still some holes here and there. I could probably fill those in, but doesn't matter. I don't know. So the tape, it's not, like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but this will make a difference in heat retention. Our house garage, my wife uses it as an office, and it's made a big difference. We have a little heater out there, a heat pump heater, portable heat pump, and it has made a big difference in that area. So I do anticipate or expect this to make a difference in the garage heat retention. I'm no scientist, but the average person can figure out that this is going to reflect heat back in towards the garage. And so, yeah, that's my scientific deduction of this. I don't know what you call it, but anyway. So anyway, there it is. The garage door is now insulated. What did I spend? So you can go online. If you're shopping for garage doors and you compare non-insulated versus insulated, you're going to see a big difference. So for all of the materials I bought to do this door and the big door on the front, this is an 8-foot tall by 16, I think, garage door. And so for everything I spent to do both doors, $120. That's 6 panels of the insulation, 2 rolls of tape, and we're done. So anyway, I hope this gives you an idea for your garage, workspace, whatever you have. This will make a difference in your heat retention. And I'll do the other one maybe this weekend. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please give it a like, maybe share with a friend, and perhaps consider subscribing. I would appreciate it. So have a good night.